What do you think we've got, Wind?
Tristan John Lilly, alias TJ Lilly, as in TJ and the Light Shadows. You know, that rockstar you're always mistaken for.
Ah, him. Nah, I never really saw it.
Don't pretend you've never used it to pick up women before.
Yeah, true. Who's Mr. Business over there? He looks familiar.
That's Duncan Colby, TJ's adopted father and manager. Piece of bloody work he is. Woman over there, that's
Dana Tam.
recently engaged to the deceased.
Really? Look, why don't we round them up? Get them down to the station. We'll get their statements, alright?
Oh, good.
Look, it's like I told you this morning, Detective Benegat. Last time I saw TJ was at the venue after the show. He was going to spend the night at Dana's apartment.
So you've told me, Mr. Colby, you said both Ms. Tam and Mr. Lilly were arguing before and after the performance.
That's right.
Do you know what they were arguing about?
They're always arguing about something. You know musicians. Personally, I think Tristan loved that woman too much. Tried to drown his sorrows in the bottom of a bottle and end up in the bottom of a pool. Are we done here? You know, Tristan wasn't just my client, he was my adopted son as well. I want to get out of here and make arrangements for his funeral.
One last question, Mr. Colby. Miss Tam was Mr. Lilly's fiancée, correct?
Yeah.
So why wasn't she there with Mr. Lilly at the pool?
Why don't you ask Dana that yourself, Detective?
Miss Tam, why didn't you go look for Mr. Lilly sooner?
He was always such a hothead. I was so used to him going off to be alone to cool off. I always knew that he'd come back after a little while. We were fighting, yes, it was just words. It seems so empty now.
Was there anything said that might lead Mr. Lilly to...
No, I swear. It was just a burst. We were fighting over a birthday card that an old friend sent me. It just... Oh, an ex-boyfriend. Detective Ellie, you have to believe me. I tried to stop him. I was gonna marry him. How could he think Damn him! I tried to stop him. He just grabbed that damn whiskey bottle when he left.
Drinking alone in the morning again, are we, Valley?
I wouldn't say I'm exactly alone, am I? How about we make that coffee in Irish?
Pass. Yeah, the coroner's report came in on Lily.
They took their sweet time. It took about a week.
See this? They tested Lily's blood and found a foreign substance, a prescription drug.
So what? Poison?
Well, we can't jump to that conclusion.
What if I want to?
Well, this has come out of nowhere. What makes you want to jump from accidental death from intoxication to poisoned? This wouldn't have anything to do with how heavily you've been hitting the bottle lately.
What, you say I have a drinking problem?
Well, when you're hitting the hard liquor at 9 AM on the regular, I think you'd think that too. Talk to me. I'm your partner.
I know. You never let me forget it.
So what's your hang-up?
Simple. I'm sick of staring at the face of a dead man that looks like me. I mean, we need to solve this case.
It's been solved. He obviously mixed in the prescription drug into the whiskey bottle to get a bigger buzz.
Wait, it says here the forensic team cleaned out Lily's apartment days ago and found no drugs, prescription or otherwise. Listen, I've got a hunch, mate. Dana Tam, she's still staying with her friends, right?
As far as we've been informed, why?
You know what? I'll contact Tam's landlord. Maybe we'll miss something. We didn't search her apartment. At the very least, we'll find out the source of the prescription drugs. And then we'll wrap the whole thing up.
If it sets your mind at ease, we'll check it out.
Detective Valley.
Detective Valley, this is Jacob Lester. I was Tristan Leary's lawyer, and now I'm the executor of his estate.
How can I help you, Mr. Lester?
Actually, I've been waiting to hear from you. Did you get the letter I sent you?
The letter?
Yes, a letter from the late Mr. Lilly, detailing the reasons why you've been given an equal share of his life insurance and assets.
What?
Are you aware of why this is so, Mr. Valley?
Yes, Mr. Lester. I think everything is really clear now.
What's this all about, Detective Valley? I've made my statement. Tristan's buried. What else is there?
You know, Mr. Duncan, when we first met, you looked really familiar to me.
Did I?
Did I look familiar to you?
Should you?
I know I look a lot like your deceased adopted son.
I admit there's a startling resemblance, but... Why?
22 years ago, you visited an orphanage. You paid that orphanage to split up two identical twin 5-year-old brothers, the only children of the rock and roll singer Philip Lilly. But you only wanted the one that was the better singer, didn't you?
You're Thomas. You're Thomas Lilly, aren't you?
You took my brother from me because you wanted a piece of our father's estate. You took Tristan and then you made sure I was adopted out so I wouldn't be able to ever claim a piece of his estate.
How do you know about all this?
From my brother. He also shed some light on something else. It seems you weren't going to be the sole beneficiary of TJ's life insurance anymore. And you weren't too pleased about it, were you? You see, Tristan was trying to find me for a while now. Coincidentally, he found me at the same time he found out from Mr. Lester you weren't happy about Dana Tam being named his sole beneficiary.
You can't prove any of this.
Even if your plan to kill Dana had gone through, it would have backfired, because Tristan named me the sole beneficiary to the estate.
He wasn't supposed to die. Just her. Just the little bitch that waltzed in and destroyed everything I'd worked for. She needed to disappear permanently. And as for you, you should have disappeared permanently too. Only needed one Lily twin. And I got the most talented one.
There is only one Lily twin left, Mr. Colby. And you know what? I might use one of my talents. And that's putting you away.